Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you a mystery book haul and a list of our 2024-2025 read alouds for this upcoming school year. So the first thing that I thought was really cool is christianbook.com has a mystery book box that they send to you, and it's $10, and they have one for kids and they have one for adults. So I haven't tried the adult ones yet, but I did get the kids in, so I wanted to share with you what came in my box. I'm not sure how often they change the boxes up because I was thinking about ordering another one, but I will try and check and just see what I get. So the first book they gave me was The Best Knock Knock Jokes Ever, Jokes for Kids. So my kids aren't into knock knock jokes, but I think I can give this to one of the kids at our church. And this is Knock Knock Jokes for Kids Super Duper. And then I have Super Incredible Faith, Living Bravely. So this is a 52-week devotional for kids ages 6 to 9. That's pretty cool. My kids are older, so I will be able to give this to someone at church. And then we have a picture book here, The Image of God, The Little's Seminary Guide to the Image of God. So that's kind of cool too. I guess I could just take all of these to church for the kids. So that came as well. And then the 100-day devotional for boys. I have boys, so I will try this with them. So it's little short devotionals like that. So that's cute. And then a kid's guide to exploring the Bible. This one I would definitely keep. Tools, techniques, and tips for digging into God's Word. So that one looks really good. We will definitely add this to our morning basket. Finding Your Place in God's Great Story for kids. That looks really good. We will definitely keep this, and I will read through that first. And then Imagine, this is 6 epic adventures for kids. Very cool. So stories include Imagine the Great Flood, Imagine the 10 Commandments, Imagine the Fall of Jericho, Imagine the Giant's Fall, Imagine the Miracles of Jesus, and Imagine the Tower Rising. Join kids just like you who find themselves back in Bible times, living out epic adventures. So yeah, I will definitely read that one first. Let's Find Joy, cutie picture book. Love that. Let's see. We will definitely read that first and then maybe take that to church for the little kids. And then The Best Birthday is the last book that came into came with the box. And I think this, did you know that you can have 2 birthdays? That's what Aunt Jenny proposes when she leads Molly, her cousin, and friends on a scavenger hunt around Hill Farm. Together the children discovered the greatest gift of all. All birthdays are all about receiving God's love. So that's cute. So this is all the books that came in the mystery box. Try it. See what books you get. I'm excited to try the other box, so we'll just see what I get with that. Okay, let's jump into our read alouds for this upcoming school year. It's a mix between, well, we're doing Read Aloud Revival, her literature. It's not curriculum, but her literature studies for the year. So some of them are those for the rest of the year, and then ones that we just wanted to read together. Like this first one, Artemis Fowl. So we watched the Netflix series and we enjoyed it. It wasn't, okay, my lighting's going crazy. It wasn't book accurate, as my daughter would say, because she read it. But we started it, we're gonna finish it. 12-year-old Artemis Fowl is a millionaire, a genius, and above all, a criminal mastermind. But even Artemis doesn't know what he's taken on when he kidnaps a fairy. These aren't the fairies of bedtime stories. These fairies are armed and dangerous. Artemis thinks he has them right where he wants them, but then they stop playing by the rules. So that's one. Also, The Secret Garden. I've never read this. I really want to read this, so I picked this up. We have a Yoto card for the audiobook, so we'll be listening to that and then reading from the book as well. So that's kind of how our family does things. We are audiobook lovers. We get through so many more books listening to the audiobook, but my boys and I do like the physical book because sometimes there's pictures or there's maps or just things that we would like to read along with. So I make sure I have the physical book as well as the audiobook. So all of these will be audiobooks, except for one. I think one I might read aloud to them because it's really, really short. So we will be listening to this audiobook together. We mainly get our audiobooks from Libby. If I need to buy it, I will buy it from Audible. But other than that, we usually can find what we need on the app, the Libby app. Next is Sweep, the Story of a Girl and Her Monster. This is included in our language arts class. So I've been wanting to read this one for a while. It's been 5 years since the Sweep disappeared. Orphaned and alone, Nan Sparrow had no other choice but to work for a ruthless chimney sweep named Wicky Crude. She spends her days sweeping out chimneys. The job is dangerous and thankless, but with her wits and will, Nan has managed to beat the deadly odds time and time again. So it goes on, but Sweep is the story of a girl and her monster. Together, these two outcasts carve out a new life, saving each other in the process. So I've heard great things about this. So we add that to the list. And then, of course, the Vanderbeekers. This is another book that's in our literature unit. This sun is killing me. The Vanderbeekers of 141st Street. I've read this already and enjoyed it. I hope my boys will enjoy it as well. I'll read you a little clip. It's 5 days before Christmas and the Vanderbeeker children should be dreaming about sugar plums and presents. But when their curmudgeoned, I don't know why I can't say that, landlord mysteriously refuses to renew their lease, the 5 siblings must find a way to change his mind before New Year's. So I'm gonna add that. And then, just for fun, Treasure Island. We have the Yoto card for this, and I've never read it, so I'm excited to read it with the boys. I got this book from Barnes & Noble, and I want to get the whole collection that's decorated like this because they're really beautiful, and just have those on my shelf. So we'll be doing that one. And then this, I've seen this on Netflix. This is The Mysterious Benedict Society. So on Disney Plus, it says they have a TV show. So I wanted to, it looked good. When this peculiar ad appears in the newspaper, dozens of children enroll to take a series of mysterious mind-bending tests. But in the end, just 4 very special children will succeed. They're challenged to go on a secret mission that only the most intelligent and resourceful children could compete. With their newfound friendship at stake, will they be able to pass the most important test of all? So it looks like there's 5 other books in this series. So we're gonna try this one. And then Theodore Boone, Kid Lawyer, by John Grisham. My daughter read this a long time ago, and I wanted to wait till my boys got a little older and then we could read this together. I love John Grisham. So 13-year-old Theo Boone already knows every judge, policeman, and court clerk in the town of Strasbourg. He knows so much, maybe too much, and suddenly finds himself in the middle of a sensational murder trial. So we'll read that one. And then 100 Cupboards by N.D. Wilson. Henry isn't brave, but when he hears a thumping and scratching on the other side of his bedroom wall, he can't ignore it. He scrapes off the plaster and discovers mysterious doors, cupboards of all different sizes and shapes. So there looks like there's 4 other books in this series, and I love N.D. Wilson, so I'm sure this is going to be fantastic. The next one is Precious and the Mystery of the Missing Lion. I've heard a lot about this book. I've had it for, I don't know, maybe a year. And this is the one I think I'm just going to read to them because it's pretty short. It's very thin. I'll probably just read this to them. Precious is on holiday, staying with her Aunt Bee at a safari camp deep in the Botswana countryside. She's excited when a new lion arrives, not just any lion, but an actor lion called Teddy with his own film crew. But when the 4-legged movie star goes missing, the camp is thrown into confusion. Can the young detective and her resourceful new friend solve the mystery and find out where Teddy has gone? that's going to be really fun. I'm excited about that. Okay, and the last book, it hasn't come in yet. It's Sweet Home Alaska. This is part of our language arts study, and I just want to read it to you really quick. It says, it's 1934 and times are tough for Tripp's family after the mill in their small Wisconsin town closes, leaving her father unemployed. Determined to provide for his family, he moves them all to Alaska to become pioneers as part of President Roosevelt's Palmer Colony Project. Tripp and her family are settling in, except her mom, who balks at the lack of civilization. But Tripp feels like she's following in Laura Ingalls Wilder's footsteps, and she hatches a plan to raise enough money for a piano to convince her musical mother that Alaska is a wonderful and cultured home. All right, and Sweet Home Alaska was our last book that's included into our unit, our literature class that we're going to be taking with Read Aloud Revival. If you don't know about that, if you are a member, you get a it's a lot involved in this membership. It's so many great resources, but she has a literature, I don't want to say curriculum, but I guess I'll just use that word, curriculum, that has family discussion questions, crafts, recipes, copyright, memory work, all of that, you know, talking, how to have these great discussions over books with your family, like naturally, not where, you know, I'm going to give you these questions and you need to write them down and answer them, which is nothing wrong with that, but it's just a different way to approach literature, especially if you have kids who may not love books and it's kind of difficult to get them involved in discussion and writing. That would be a great thing to add into your language arts curriculum this upcoming year. So those are the books we're doing. I'm really excited. Let me know in the comments below, what are you guys reading this year? What are you excited about? Have you read any of these books? Let me know which one I should start with. I have no idea where we should start. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.